That time of year again. Wintertime is will it start video time. This is the next prize. This was partially disassembled. It is a DR Premier leaf vacuum, yard vacuum. There's the trailer part over there. All the hoses and goodies. We got another Mantis tiller. We got a Homelite chainsaw, 16-inch. And we're gonna see how that all goes. There was something else, but I forgot what I did with it. Anyway, there's some other auctions coming, but these are next on the stash. I think this will be the first. Nah, maybe not. I think I'll do the chainsaw first. Anyway, just a preview of part of what's to come. There's 2 auctions coming up in my area where I live, and there's a number of chainsaws and other small garden stuff, a couple tillers, things like that. So we'll add to the stash. If I can find cheap stuff, I will certainly be getting a hold of it to do the videos. Hopefully you'll enjoy them. Thanks for watching. Well, I got no patience. I'm not going to tease you with look what I'm going to do later when it's right here. So, what do we know? I don't know. It was $25. I thought that was worth the risk. The guy claimed it ran, but that it wouldn't rev up. So, I figured it was worth the gamble. It's probably carburetor stuff. We shall see. Chain does move. The locking mechanism does function. That's something. Chain's dull, but the chain itself is okay. We'll sharpen it. What we got in here? Yeah, left some fuel in it. Figured as much. Oh God. Oh yeah, quality color to it. Smells like ass. Perfect. Well, I'm assuming if there's delicious fuel in there, probably oil too. Oh yeah, of course there is. A little bunch. Guess I could have saved that, but the trouble is you never can trust anybody. Somebody could just jam in there whatever kind of oil they feel like, and you know, if you feel like fixing it right, well, you just gotta let stuff like that go. I am cheap, but there's gotta be limits. And I know I'm gonna make a mess all over my nicer workshop. If I were smart at all, I'd probably get some cardboard. I think that's a good idea. Hold on. Well, don't know how to work the equipment. That's better. What to do first? Take the chain off. Always the right tool for the job. Whoop. What are the chances this is totally just jam-packed full of sawdust? I'll give it a pretty good chance of that. What do we got here? Yeah, it didn't disappoint. got other projects going right now, so my toolbox is in the wrong spot. Oops, that went away. Beautiful. I've tried to learn from these things, but we all do dumb stuff. And one thing that's dumb to do is spend a bunch of time cleaning something up real nice, only to find out that mechanically it doesn't work and can't be fixed. But here I am, cleaning it up. Well, I'm not going to clean it up that well, but whew, that trash can smells like whiskey. I spilled some filling up bottles from the moonshine making, and it smells delicious. What the hell is that thing? I've never seen one of those before. Is that like training wheels to attempt to keep the, probably, to attempt to keep the chain from slipping off? How do you know which way that thing goes? Seems to me you'd want it to go this way. Isn't the oil dinkus at the bottom? Got my doubts about that situation. Well, I just remembered it came off with the slot up. Here's another one. It might be right. I guess I'm going to try to trust that it was right. Put it back on, slot up. First thing I'm going to do here, as soon as I get done cleaning this off, that's not really cleaning, it's just I wanted a quick glance in here to see if I actually get the thing running. I don't want it then to have to take it apart again to clean it, so it's got to be cleaned out enough to function. That I can, the little oil port thing area is capable of letting oil out. It's kind of a good thing. It's got to be in this region up here. As far as I know, that wasn't a problem. At least it wasn't listed. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to look in there right now. Going to let that go. We'll run it. I'm not going to actually cut wood with it, but while I'm running it, put the blade back on it. You can see it spraying oil next to the ground. You'll know it is in fact oil in the blade. I can worry about if it's oil in it enough or too much later on. Next, what says, oh, I don't even think the primer bulb's broken. Choke seems like it does come out. I'm not even going to bother trying to start it, by the way, till I clean the car. Played this game too many times to rip your arm out of the socket trying to fool with that. But I will check for spark. What size Torx is that? $25. Oh, good guess. Oh. All that goony birds. You can't reach the other one. Oh. Just made a weird sound like there's a creature in here. God, I hope not. What size? Who's guessing? Quality. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. If I can hold it in such fashion. Let's just stick it over there. Does this thing even have an on-off switch? Or is it just always on? Probably. Oh yeah, it does. Duh. Right in front of my face. Yep. That's spark. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. I think you can see that, right? Well, hopefully you can. It does have spark. Winner. That's the old style too, that I think newer ones are always on a spring-loaded bankus. I don't know though. String trimmers they are. Only the finest quality Chinesium sockets for me. Ho ho, good guess. 19mm. Why is everything gotta be on the other side of the basement? Righty tighty, lefty loose. Oh God, I didn't want to move. I have no leverage. That's no fun. You probably want to see everything that happens. Bet you this is metric. Yeah, I think so. I think it's 12mm. Like I said, tools are in the wrong spot. Wrong. Sweet mother. Oh my God, I hate my life. How can it not be 10 and not be a 9? Is it in fact standard? Probably. 3/8. Well, that will do it. Still doesn't feel right. I guess it is. That's cute. I guess it just sits in there like that. Anywho, there's the horrid adjusters that irritate me to no end, which I shall be Dremel tool modifying these fellas right here. I still to this day swear to God, I don't know how the government decided it was a good idea for efficiency and air quality to not allow somebody to tune their carburetors to run efficiently. I don't understand it. Whatever. Thankfully, it's bypassable. Alright. How was this thing reefed in there? Throttle works. Question. How does the choke work? Okay, it does function. I just wasn't doing it right. Yep, it functions. Alright. How does it come off? Oh, what a pain in the pickle. It's way in there. You can see it. Yeah, that went somewhere. That's just fantastic. Where are you hiding? How could a little tiny cotter key escape? It didn't. Alright. I realize this is hard for you to see, but it's a tight space. It can't be helped. Alright. Choke's off. I'm leaving the fuel lines on for right now. There's the throttle. Should just pop out of there. Of course, it ain't. Got a little more space. What's the problem? Oh, I thought I saw a split fuel line. I did not. Come on, these geniuses at Homelite does not design this to make it possible to get this out of here. That's going the wrong way. So you can't get it off the studs, which is fantastic. Why? Why? That was just me pressing the chain brake. Don't panic. It's horrible. Come on. It's just the wrong angle to dangle. Criminelli. Well, let's try flipping the choke in. Get any more room? No. Hits the edge of the case trying to get it out. Now, this is probably something stupid, like they want you to take the handle off also to get to the carb, which I'm not doing. What is the freaking problem here? Oh, it bit me. It bit my glove. Oh. Is this thing about to come out now, finally? I really don't know what's holding it in. A burr. Oh. I don't think that stud's supposed to be... Maybe it is. Is that supposed to be loose like that? Yeah, both sides are. I guess the heads are just captured somehow. Well, that's annoying. I'm not taking the handle off to get the carb off. Come on, Homelite. What happened to you? Got a reef on it till it comes. It's on the precipice. There's half of it. Come on! Jesus Murphy. Alright. Appears alright. I didn't bunger the gasket in a place that's going to leak air. Alright. Next. Oh. Denied. Hose number 1. Hose number 2. How you gonna remember? Oh, hello. Tank must have some more schmoo in it. That's nice. Oh. Okay. The primer bulb does appear to function. Why would I want you to miss out on the fun? The Dremel tool's over there on the other side of the workshop, so I may not take you over there for that because you've seen that if you watch my other videos. It's not that exciting. But maybe you want to see what's actually in this carburetor. Looks okay. You see a little metal screen there. There's some schmutz in there, not very much. Rest of this looks okay to me. I'm not going to pull that particular plastic piece off because I don't see any need to. This is the float side, and this is the one that has to be flexible so that the pulse from the engine running flexes that little diaphragm, which does the fuel sucking. It's a little check valve style pump. That. Yep. Flex is okay. Now is when you tear it up with a nice razor blade. Then if you tear it up, you're pooched. Usually very, very careful. You can get it out of here without tearing things up. You want to position your thumb directly in the way of the blade, so if you slip, you want to go for at least 3 to 4 stitches in your fingers. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. We got it. Come on. Yeah. No, it's flexible enough. I don't see any gouges. There's the float over there. I mean the shut off needle. Needle and seat. What am I trying to say? Jesus Murphy. Now, doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it to me. I think I just need to clean it out, make it tunable, hook everything back together, and I bet you we're in business. While I got it apart, I guess I'm going to Babe Ruth point to the outfield and go ahead and sharpen the chain and pretend like when I put this back together, it needs nothing but a tuning, and it is golden. Alright. I changed my mind. I don't want you guys to miss any of the fun. Here's the little fella. Whoop, whoop. The air compressor kicks on, it's right next to it. It's going to be loud, so sorry about that. But okay, there's nothing in the case on this aluminum that surrounds it to try to keep you from fiddling with it. EPA, you dirty bastards. There's the high side. You're supposed to remember that. So that one's the high. Anyway, I'm going to cut a just groove right across the top, through the screws and everything, so you'll be able to get them later. That should be it. Now you can reach in there and adjust them with a screwdriver. Boop. I'm gonna clean it up with carb cleaner and then put it back together. Okay, back. Before I go sticking a clean carburetor on there, you want to see in there, get a looky at the fuel filter. The other lines were good, so I'm betting this is too, but I need to verify. Well, I can't see anything in that dark hole. I think I got it. No, I don't. Oh, I did. Okay. Yeah, that looks okay. The line is nice and flexible. I don't think that's going to give us any problems or let any filth through there. I wouldn't doubt the entire problem with this thing was tuning. I don't know why small engine carburetors would drift out of adjustment, but who knows? Differences in the octane of fuel if you don't get the cheap stuff. I don't know. The octane degrades over time to put some older gas in there. I don't know. Your oil and gas mixture is off some. Does that affect the octane rating? I don't know. Probably. All of those things. All I know is every 2 cycle anything I've ever had now and again would require you to adjust it. So let's just proceed and not worry about what other people say about it, because I know what works for me. Anyway, yep, what am I doing? Alright, carburetor, boop. There's that little fella. So they're clean enough. I think so. Doop. Boop. Fun city. I guess if you want a cheap thrill, I'll film sharpening the chain too. I mean, if I were smart, I'd start it first, but well, why not just try to put the entire thing back together, get it running, get it tuned, and I guess, honestly, I got a old Craftsman that's got to be mid-90s, so it's old. I fixed it 11,000 times because it is definitely consumer grade, but I'm too cheap to buy another one or a better quality one because I'm just too cheap. So maybe I'll hang on to this one. It is a newer replacement. I don't know how powerful it is, but it's basically, looks to me like it's about the same quality as the one I got from Craftsman, which is not that great. Whip. There's that fella. Toot 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 toot. The reason you got to hold the throttle out of the way is that's the idle screw. When you crank it in, that cone just pushes the throttle slightly more open or slightly more closed, whatever, but it gets in the way of alignment if you don't push it out of the way with your thumb when you're getting ready to screw the carburetor together. Hey, who took my screwdriver? Not too tight. I think the German word is guten tight. Good and tight. Alright, Dan. I know from reefing it out of there that this top one is the fuel line for the top port. Just happened that way. Are these gonna get in the way of me shoving this in there? Or should I just shove them over there and put them on in a minute? Let's put them on in a minute. Should be easy enough to get to with a needle canosed pliers. I'll stuff it in here where you can tear up the gasket, of course. That's the key. Yeah, they probably calibrate this at the factory, but just enough, you know, just enough flex in this Chinesium plastic to accommodate fitting this in here. Jesus, Murphy. Are you kidding me? I'm trying to tear it up. What's the problem? I think we went that way before, tried to. Lord. It's kind of a hard thing to finagle. I know, everybody's watching probably saying you should have just took the handle off. I didn't want it. Leave me alone. That looks like a hot mess over there too. I guess that's right. God, do I even have the camera lined up so you can see? Hopefully. Alright. Trying to stuff it in there. It does not want to go where I want to put it. Well, you don't need to see me wrestle with this. I'll turn the camera off until I get it on there. Alright. You just have to squeeze until, just like I thought, you are positive you're going to break it. Then you squeeze it a little more and it'll go right on. I got the worst possible lighting and camera angle conditions here, I realize. I'm trying to get the choke stuffed in there. It's in there, but I got to go get a needle nose pliers to reach that cover. you guys put the cotter pin? Oh, there it is. Which way is this stuff in there? Lost track of the hole. Well, seems like it ought to go like that. Don't you think? Oh, yeah, I believe that's got it. Yep. Choke functions. Let's get this fuel line on. Yep. Get this fuel line on. Okay. Oh, I gotta get this stupid throttle linkage back. Oh shit. Did I not put... No. Did that need to go in there first? I forgot. No, it's the air filter. No, that's right, isn't it? Let me see here. Yeah, that's fine. We did it right. Maybe we can use a little leverage without getting too violent with it. No, probably not. Come on. Come on, give. Oh, fuck. I had it, and then I couldn't let go of the thing. Oh, God. What has it got back there to bind on in the case? Ugh, dirty, rotten. Apparently, that's just not allowed. Come on. It's hitting something underneath, probably the screw holes. I know they're delicate, you can't go too violent on it. So, what exactly God, are you supposed to do? I guess you have to start off up there in a different position. Anyway, we got it. Yeah. That's it. Now what? I think this fella. We got a problem. I wasn't paying attention. But I know the filter screws are on the top, so it must go like this. Alright. That looks like a reasonable assertion. There's something that's hitting over here. Anything? We got binding ups? No? I guess it's just spring-loaded in there. So in with the nut. I'm gonna close the choke so I don't get any dirt in there. You know, when we were shaking it around, a little plastic something came out. I don't know what it is. I guess we should have looked. I don't think it matters, but we're gonna look at it here in a second. Okay, that's officially back in there. Are you guys watching how this thing went? Well, I think we're gonna assume it was like that. Fat side down? Has to be fat side down. Oh, don't tell me we're supposed to stick that in there first. That would suck, but it's probably exactly true. Oh, you dirty rancid thing. Yeah. I'm just gonna shove till it breaks. Well, not. Well, that was fun. Why is that making a straining sound? Ugh. Did you forget something? I think so. Why is nothing easy? Can't I get away with just loosening? I gotta take it all the way out. Oh. Yeah, I can get away with just loosening. This is poor design, I think. Part of the reason, besides my not knowing what I'm doing with this particular chainsaw. Okay, now we finally in business? I think so. Checking choke functions, throttle functions. I can get to the screws and they are now officially adjustable. Yes, sir. Okay. Air filter. Okay. Now for filters on. Oh, and there's something else. Okay, here's how it works. This is a cheap Harbor Freight one. I have it set the way I like. Put the chain on like this. This little fellow just stops behind the tooth. I like the magic marker at black to know which tooth I started with. And you do all the ones one direction first. I got mine set at 29 degrees something. Pretty close to as close as I can get it to the angle the tooth is. Anyway, bicycle grip squeezes it. You just want to touch it. Just till you see the edge glowing. You know you got it sharpened. That's the other direction. That's the right direction. Simple as that. Now, of course, you can only get away with this once or twice, and then you need to file down the little guide dingus, but you get the idea. This does work. Saves you a trip to the store, and you can tell by the shape of the wood chips when you're cutting it, it does work. Yep. I can't remember, but I have to go back and look at the video. I thought I mentioned this thing was slot up when we took it off. It couldn't have been, or it'd be bent, because you got to have it where it goes over the adjuster. So I probably said it wrong. I thought I said it was slot up, but that is not right. It's clearly it's slot down to miss that adjustment. Anywho, all right, Mr. Sharp blade. That's next. Get in there. Get in there. Come on. It's not wanting to cooperate with me. There we go. Yeah. Doesn't have enough give to oh, maybe it does. No, it don't. But I just can't see how that thing belongs in there. Oh, genius. That's because I think it goes on top, didn't it? You guys should have told me. I wasn't watching. It went like that, didn't it? Except it was like that, wasn't it? Well, I guess we're going to trust it went like that. Although, maybe the last guy did the same thing I just tried to do. There's a big dent there where clearly he tried to stuff it down on top of that Phillips screw where it shouldn't belong. This makes sense as a guide to try to keep the chain from jumping off. But what makes sense? That way or this way? That looks more like it matches the contours of that one, doesn't it? Yes. And I thought that the oil shoots out kind of on the bottom. Boy, I tell you, I just don't know. Well, what do we do? Like I said, I think I'm gonna just trust what they did. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's coming together now. Give the slow kids time to adjust. I ain't thinking. My latest thoughts are it ought to go like that in case that piece sticks up past the bottom. It doesn't get hung up. Wouldn't that make sense? Yeah, that doesn't look right. That does look right. That matches the contours of the other one. We're going with that. Always something. Oh, come on now. What is the problem? You actually got to line the threads up before it'll go. Ridiculous. What do we got? All right. finger tight-ish. Worst fitting screwdriver for the screw, perfect. Perfect. I'm thinking that's about right to my liking. Going with that. Whoops. I know I got a chainsaw tool somewhere around here. I guess since you're tightening these on plastic, you should just squeeze as hard as you can, correct? Yeah. Well, get things cleaned up here. We'll go outside and give it a go. I said I wouldn't, and then I polished it up. Just can't control myself. It says 50 to 1, but I don't have 50 to 1. I have 40 to 1, so it might be a little smoky, but the more oil won't hurt the chainsaw. It holds more than I thought. Holds a lot more than I thought. All right. Whoop. This little, I wonder what that motor is. RC airplane stuff. Used to have a gasser. They sold a kit like this, and it's great for string trimmers and 2-cycle whatnots. Mostly because due to the ethanol in the fuel, I'm way too cheap to buy pre-mixed no ethanol, and the trick is you just have to empty it out every time. Every time. Well, that makes it easy. You just stick the end in there and you pump it backwards. You can suck all of it out, walk outside, start it up, burn off the last few drips, put it away empty, and pretty much good to go. Well, that one is expected. About 1/10 of that one inside the chainsaw. Perfect. I'll just go higher up in the air. I'm sure that will help to fill it properly. Yeah, get it down the handle. We're just batting a million here. Oh my God. All right. Let me get a rag, clean it up. We'll go outside and try to start it. Okay, idle's way too high. Clearly putting out oil on the bar as I make a mess on the concrete. You crank that idle down, see if I can get it better chooched. Okay, after 10 minutes of fooling with it in the dark, I finally did the 30-second walk in to get a flashlight. Found the screw, no problem. I didn't start it since, so let's see if it's any better. That's it. Boop. Success. Well, we couldn't leave well enough alone. Got on the internet, which never lies, and it said that sometimes between the oiler pump and the part where it's supposed to spit oil out, if you get clogged up with sawdust, it blows the gasket or something else out in there, and whatever. I don't even know if I was looking at the right model. Doesn't matter. I figured it's pretty easy to take this apart and give it an inspection. I took out, drained out the oil and gas that was in here. So even if we open up the oil tank, we're not gonna take a bath in it at this point. So we have to look under here, and we have to look under the clutch bell thing. And I don't have a special tool to get that off, but I think we can reef on it and get in there. Hey, somebody didn't clean that. Who would have done such a thing? Whoop. Let me see. Well, I don't think this one has the part that video I watched has. That's fine. Like I said, I didn't actually try to look up this particular model thing. But that's where the oil comes from. I mean, it clearly was lubricating the bar the correct way that it is supposed to. I could see that happening as I ran the saw. It seemed like it was maybe spitting out too much, but maybe not. Maybe that's just me hallucinating. But I decided it'd be worth a quick inspection and see. This is where the oil comes out of, like I said. And the pump for it is behind here. Now we're just going to check that. Actually, I guess there's no point in checking that. I think everything's fine. I don't see oil all over the place someplace else except right here where it's supposed to be coming from. So the tube that goes from in here to up there is doing its job. I don't think there's anything wrong. I'm calling it done. Whoop. Just wanted to check. That is one possible source, though. If you're leaking bar oil all over the place, or it's not getting to where it's supposed to, it could be that tube that connects. Well, let's just look. Let's just take it apart because we got it this far. Come on. Why are we not going, Mr. Eclipse? I'm gonna shoot myself in the eye with this. Take that fell off. Now here is where it gets fun. That's how your brake works, by the way, if you ever wanted to know. See it? This little band around your clutch housing. When you snap that forward, it pinches it tight. Looks fine and dandy. So here's the trick. Oh, it'd be awesome if it started. Wouldn't it? Started from me fooling with it. So let's make sure the switch is off, because I had to bang on this. Luckily it tells you off is clockwise, so it's reverse threaded. I may or may not be able to whack this hard enough without jamming some kind of... They want you to jam a cord into the spark plug hole, but we're just gonna go for it and see if I can get it without having to do that. Might be able to whap it hard enough. That's how you do it if you don't have a clutch tool. Boop. No harm, no foul. Then you want to take off this clutch disc dingus. And the oil pump's behind it. Come on. Ah, this one's got more schmutz in the way. You dirty dog, you. Well, I think that definitely means we're going to quit here, because if I got to take the case apart, we're not doing that, because I'm fixing a problem that's not even a problem. I was just worried that it could be a problem. Well, that's what you get for trusting the internet, because it said right underneath here, get at the oil pump. But I can tell you that you can't get at the oil pump from underneath this one. Oh well. Hold on. Sorry I got out of view there. Yeah, we're gonna leave well enough alone. I don't believe it's actually a problem. I thought it was gonna be right here. It's where it usually is. You can get at it. This one, you gotta take parts of the plastic case apart. I'm not taking it apart and getting this spring all uncapitulated in there. So we're just not gonna play that game. It ain't broke, don't fix it. Left tighty. Clutch. That, where was that equip? Get in there. Oh, I'm gonna shoot my eye out with it. Nope, amazingly, I didn't shoot my eye all the way in or the way out. Done. Alright. It could be that this thing is, I don't know, not sealing too hot against there and it's getting behind it. But still, that would go in the general vicinity of kind of where you want it. I think it's fine. Double check. Let's just clean off the surface while we're under here. For good measure. In case there was a hunk of sawdust that had shoved its way under there. If it was holding it up, it could be shoving over, it doesn't have oil gone. Oh, anyway. This little filler came out. I've got tensioner adjuster. Goes like that. Not like that. Little Billy Phillips screws in here. Yep. Oh. Mr. Chain. Oh, you can't see again, but it's hard to get the camera where you can see and it can work. There it is. What did we decide on that? Did we decide you were upside down before? No, that's the way it was. That's the way we had it, was the slot up. Again, very easy to fix. Yes, I should try to look up this model online and verify which way it goes. It's very easy to take it apart for this model. I'm going to get back in there. Hold the bar. That'll be it. We did that right? No, we screwed up. We put that plate on backwards. Come on. Just. I think we did.
Not this plate. That plate. No, we did. Oops. I was gonna have a hard time spinning the chain like that, goodness. Oopsie. That seems to be a lot better, doesn't it? Oh, go in the slot already. It's not gonna cooperate. There we go. And what did we decide? Yep, we decided to slide it up so the oil can come all the way through both sides. I guess that's it. Where's that thing hiding? All right. That's a winner. Need a more. Thanks, Coach Moore. Oh, I like that. All right. That's it. Worth checking. Yep. Winner chicken dinner. Back in business.